And if ye do whatsoever I command you, henceforth I call you not servant. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. John 15, verses 13 to 15.
Grand rising to all of you that are here. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Grand rising to all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is Friday, the 2nd of May, May the 2nd. We're here, and let's see, we're uh, we're moving right along. I'm trying to adjust stuff here. Wait a minute.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show. Hold up. Man. Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show. Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there.
All right, we're back. We're back. Welcome to all of you that are here on the MacMan Morning Show. Good morning to all of you all that have given us an opportunity to come and to share with you on this morning. Grand rising to each and every one of you. Grand rising, how are you? I hope all is well. I hope that you're doing well and that your morning and your week is getting ready to come together, your weekend and everything. You might have plans and some things that you want to do right now. Around in our region, it seems like it's raining, and around the country, in the Mid-South and in the Midwest. I'd like to say good morning to all of you that are here. I'd like to say good morning, Grand Rising, to Deacon Alvin Moore, to Sharon Reed, the section leader of the alto section, and to Anthony Reed, our apostle, to Alice, the blessed child of God that's here with us. Good morning, our chief usher. She keeps things in order. And to all of you that are here, Brother Lee will be on his way here in a little bit as we prepare our broadcast. I want to say something to all of you, Grand Rising, to all of you. I had an interesting conversation with the wonderful owners of St. Patrick's, Miss Tiffany Kamar and All of you know who she is. She's the proprietor of St. Patrick's, those people and black people that have been giving her problems because they're jealous. That's what I want to talk about early this morning. Let me say something. Stop, please, people. Stop dogging each other. Let me say this. If you don't support, I'm going to say it this way. And take it. I'm hoping that you'll see the wisdom in this. Stop talking about your own people. Stop dogging for no reason, for no justification, with no proof or anything like that. Stop putting bad rumors, and you're not going to do it. I think that that's just the nature of some messy folks that just don't have a life. They ain't got nothing to do other than talk about people. I want to say that when someone gives their whole heart to something, the passion that they have, the dream that they have to have just something better and to be able to create and to come together and to pull everything together, everything that you got into somewhere wonderful and somewhere where you can go. You can, this is a place, St. Patrick's is a place, you don't have to go downtown. I'm not saying don't. You don't have to go downtown. You don't have to go to the other people's neighborhoods to get a decent meal or have some kind of ambiance. You can go right there in Dalton, Illinois, and experience something great. Why are you saying this, James Mack? Well, I've seen so many things and people are sending me stuff, and I block a lot of people from sending me garbage because I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not your sleaze bag a podcaster. I am a broadcast. This is a broadcast. Call it what you want to. Some people are doing this because they got nothing else to do. Sometimes people they get on here because they have no life, and this is the only way that they can have a life is to try to imitate a broadcaster. And they get on and they say things, and see, some of them don't understand. You can be held for liable. You can be sued for liable for lying on folks. You put people in danger. It's just like calling and hollering fire in a crowded theater. Ain't no fire. You just did it, just mischievous, just to be ornery. Tiffany Kamar and her wonderful husband have gotten together and they came together. And you know something? Let me say this: if you blessed, you're gonna be blessed. Can't nobody take away any blessings from you. So if you got somebody that's always hooting and hollering, talking about, oh, you're not blessed and you got this, don't bring no curses to me because they'll be reversed. We always try to use religion and try to use this, that, and the other. Not salvation. I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about the folks that's so self-righteous and so holy and so this and that and the other, not understanding and realizing that we all fall and come short. We all in the same boat. We all come out of a woman. We all were made by a man. We're not divinely made. We had to accept Christ. I threw that over there so you can have that. Stop. What is it that what is it that possesses us as a human being to continue to dog each other? What do we have to do to prove ourselves to ourselves? We'll go look up into a white person's face and the white people's face and just smile, cheese, and give them everything and treat them so nice. And here I walk along, you won't even speak to me. But the white people are important because you figure that if you gain favor with them, that they're going to do something. No, this is not a white bashing show. This is not a show bashing people of another persuasion. But there are Caucasian people, white people out there that are jealous of what's going on with St. Patrick, but they don't show it. We, the people, have to come out. Black people got to come out with our own opinions. And then we sit there and we want to harass and we want to talk about people. And here in the hood, as they say, it ain't the hood, but I mean, in the black community, you got a 5-star, 10-star establishment and you won't even support it. Then we go to hollering about it's a $50 steak or it's this and that and the other. But if you go downtown, a party of four going downtown for dinner, drinks, whatever the case may be, you ain't leaving from downtown if you ain't spent $300 to $400, $500 amongst you. Parking, if say for instance 2 cars parking, that's $100. You're gonna pay 50, 35, whatever. Let's just round it off. $30, $60 for parking. Dinner, drink. Before you get dinner, you're gonna get one of them 12, 13, $14, $20 drinks. That's 4 of them. That's 80. That's just one round, depending on what you want and what the spirits is that you want. Then you got the entree. That's gonna cost you $30 per person. Each person get their own entree, and they get their own appetizers and everything. And when it's all said and done, and they put the tax on you, you're gonna pay what those people present to you. I am sick and tired of people. I hope you sick and tired of people with this garbage that they're doing as we trash each other. It's the same thing here when you're broadcasting. People, they're hating on each other. Your audience is bigger than theirs, or theirs is bigger than theirs is smaller than, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go and throw a hand grenade over there to people. That's why I like doing what I do, and I have control of my platform show. And you can't tell me what to say and what to do. But I hope that I can encourage somebody out there. I don't have to shock you. I don't have to go out here and tell you who's sleeping with who and all these other things. That's not my business. I don't care what you're doing. We're trying to survive this orange man and the things that are going on. And here's someone that has opened up a business, an establishment. It was already told, hey, y'all get yourselves together. Instead of you doing something, or people that are talking, trying to do something, we're trying to tear each other down. And it's a shame. Tiffany, God bless you and your wonderful husband and family. Y'all hang on in there, because St. Patrick's is already a success story. It's just some people that are jealous and raggedy and cheap and broke that don't want to come down there. They mad. They go to McDonald's, go to White Castle, or go over there to the corner store somewhere, and stop hating on people. You'll never get anywhere hating on nobody, and you'll never get anywhere being jealous of somebody and envious of somebody. Get your own thoughts, get your own business, get your own thing going, and root for somebody else that's doing well. If we can't just take our hats off and give a hand to the wonderful people. Now, if they were white, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing. Y'all be breaking your neck to try to get in there. Mother's Day come and pack it out. Bring some money. Ain't no free. Bring some money. Let's support. We shouldn't even be doing this, but we got to do this. Just to let you know, how many times do we have to come before? Folks got to come before you and tell you or try to explain to you, one, the place is sound. That building is sound. The lie that's out there, Tiffany, and your hood rat ass friends that you got mad, you and your old boyfriend got mad, and when you seen the vision come forth for the Kamars, you got mad and you want to destroy it. You're nothing but the devil, a sick punk. Tiffany, you ain't worth nothing. You getting ready to get out of there. This is your time. Strike one. What? Thornton Township and Dalton. Dalton gonna hit you first. You through next week. Y'all record that. Y'all ought to just go to her house and set some speakers and a jumbotron in front of wherever she live, and just let her see the inauguration. I want to serve warning and want to serve notice. The mayor of Harvey, you're under the radar, sir. You saw your partner Tiffany. You see what her demise is. Brother, you a lawyer, an ambulance chaser. You're not a gentleman. You're not a man. Anytime a man go and manhandle, it took 3 men to manhandle a woman who's an elected official, and the police woman sat there. How do you think that the people of Dalton and the Mid-South and Harvey feel about what was going on? And the men sat in the seat and did not even move. You couldn't been white. What if you was a white woman? They wouldn't have did a white woman like that. Why didn't y'all didn't do that white woman that's sitting next to her like that? Let him do that he ain't gonna do that to her. See, he's a Stephen. He's a Stephen. Y'all know what a Stephen is? I made sure I wanted y'all to know, because some folks say, who you talking about? Who is Stephen? Who is Stephen? Ain't my uncle or nothing like that. This is Stephen. We got Stevens all everywhere. We got Stevens in the church. We got Stevens in the house. We got Stevens on the job. We got Stevens in the club. These are the people, the handkerchief head, bowing down, yassa boss ass people. I said it. I don't care because y'all, I'm tired of people uh, trying to muzzle my First Amendment right as a broadcaster and a newscaster. They might well get mad. But it's a lot of people that look and act just like Steven. Oh, are we sick, boss? We hungry, boss? You love the hunky so much, and the white folk, and what I mean when I call them a hunky, they're racist. Not you people that are not racist. There's some black Negroes, handkerchief head. I'm talking about our folks that's trying to keep each other down. You talk about people, you scandalize people, you just run away and just do all kinds of things to people. I know you might not like it, some of you jealous people out there that hating on each other. We'll never be able to beat, we'll never be able to survive, we'll never be able to get anywhere if we continue to do the things that we're doing towards each other. I just wanted to say that and bring that up to you today because some people got it twisted. People are just so idiotic and doing all the, hey, Trisha Henderson is here. Hey, Trisha, I ain't through with you. I'm going to talk about you in a couple of minutes because let me do this now while I got you here. Listen, Mother's Day is coming, folks. And next week, the week in the coming few coming days, I've told you about the wonderful organization called Sister to Sister that helps women that are dealing with addiction, that need maybe somewhere to come and get some resources that they need. Trisha Henderson's organization, that's the organization that she's the executive director of, wants to celebrate with the ladies by giving them a to have it just a day, a Mother's Day luncheon, but they're going to have it on the 8th, on the 8th of May. All right. That's what she says right there. It'll be a 3-course meal, gift bags, and manicures. There are going to be some things going. Now, get in touch with Trisha Henderson, and you can call her at her office. It's right across down on the screen, and it will be going all day today. And we're going to play it on next week too, leading up to it. They need $400 to help these ladies to get to enjoy. When people are dealing and struggling with something, a little kindness ain't gonna help. We so mean and so cruel, judgmental, thinking we all of that. But let me tell you something, a little kind of one thing I like about Jesus, and I'm so glad he ain't like y'all, and that's sad to say. He loved folks. He came to die. He was the sacrificial lamb. He knew that y'all and me too, we were riding dirty folks. But then when he came in our lives and changed it, I'm not just trying to say that for everybody that probably don't believe, that's all right. But when my life was changed, when I met him, it changed it. And it changed it to give me an opportunity not to dog it, the folks that surround me. You talk about you go to church and you dogging and judging people and you think you so righteous and you so holy and that your doo-doo don't stink. Okay, you need to go back to the drawing board and search yourself, examine yourself, and see where you are. People don't need to be like you. If people are not like you, and then you got a problem with somebody not being like you. I don't want to be like you. I'm going to be myself. I just had to throw that in there. Sister to Sister takes care and does a wonderful job. Go and talk to Trisha Henderson, and she'll give you all the information that you need to help them in their endeavor. And I told her that I would put that information out there because you got to care about folks. Folks, we just sit around here and let's try our best to be as decent as possible to one another. Carl Wilson is here. Hey, Miss Wilson, how are you? Wonderful to see you and everything. Foxy's here. Hey, Foxy 2, Roxy 3 is here. And we're just here. And I'm grateful to all of you for being here with us on this morning. I'd like to say grand rising and good day to Diane Black. Diane Black, our next congresswoman from the great state of Mississippi. She's getting ready. You know something, y'all? Y'all get yourselves prepared because I think something good is going to happen. Don't lose faith. Things are going to work out fine. But let me tell you something that I found out the other day. And this was kind of interesting to me because it just makes me laugh that these people that are changing things, we got all this stuff going on, all this craziness that's happening, and we're not aware of the price that's being paid. Now, I'm going to say this to StreamYard because they're clicking and doing something. They're doing something. I'm not. We glorify in so many other things. We don't look at the fact that what you do and what you say affects people. And we don't understand. I mean, with all of the things that are going on and all of the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, what is that light, Mr. Mack? Hold on, keep fighting. Hold on and keep fighting. Don't let nobody tell you that you won't make it, because they won't make it. See, some people talk about folks because they want to look good in front of some people. Other folks, they don't want to look as bad as you, so they'll bash you to make you look bad, to take the attention off of their behavior. So, but them type of people, you don't have to worry about them. I want you to support the Mac Man Morning Show on this morning if you can, as we each and every month we try to maintain what we have. I want to say something to our advertisers too. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Thank you, Keisha the stylist. Thank you, Little Red of Big Red's Blues Lounge. Thank you for your mainstay and sticking with the Mac Man Morning Show. It is really not. It's a task sometime when you're in a profession where people will rather lie to get you to watch. They would rather put out false information to get you to click on. I don't want you to do any of that. I wish that we had a streamed type of a service that we don't have to beg and plead, or we can just go on our own merits. We didn't have to worry about super chats and this and that and saying this and saying that, and people that are muzzling us. We can't get the information that we need out because people want to be entertained. I understand that. You can be entertained. You can go to any channel that you would like to go to. But there are some people that are sick and tired of the foolishness and trying to survive and get out of the hole that sometimes we might have had a hand in, but we got some things that we're facing that you need the information. And yeah, we need the inspiration and the laugh too sometimes. Everything is not serious as far as our demeanor is concerned. Yeah, we know we got the problem. But let me tell you something. We're going to make it. We're going to survive. And for those of you that are Stevens out there, you're going to go right along with our success. You're going to come right along with us, because let me remind those Stevens out there, you're still black. I don't care how much they pat you on the back, how many accolades they give you, or how comfortable you feel with them, or how you might try to be like them, or whatever the case may be. When it's all said and done, embrace who you are, because they're trying to be like us. They're trying to adapt our culture. They're trying to adapt our way of life. And every time something happens, they don't have to bash us. We bash ourselves. Why am I saying that? It's a shame. It's a shame. Who you think you are? You ain't got nothing. You black just like me. But you got the nerve to talk about me. And black doesn't mean that it's bad. That means that we're a royal priesthood. We royalty. That's what I consider. They hate us so bad. They want to be so much like us. They trying to eliminate and trying to destroy us. I'm not going to let it happen. This is the Mac Man Morning Show. Greetings to all of you that are here. Say hello and all those other things. You got to fight. You got to stand up, and you got to do what you have to do. And we got to stand with the people that are in the fight. Miss Wilson, we ain't forgot about what those police officers did to your daughter in Dalton. Unalived her, took her life, her future. her ambitions, no telling what that young lady would have been, but cut short by greed. And then a person that says that they the mayor of the town get on television and denounce and talk about that child like that. That's why she's not. I wouldn't vote for her for dog catcher. She couldn't pick up the snot that's on the dog's nose. That's how I feel about it, because that's what you think about people. We got it bad enough, and here we are in positions, and we still, Mr. Mayor of Harvey, you need to go. Jack, when they get through with you living on the north side doing what, I mean, he riding around like he's Secret Service or something. Y'all thought Tiffany, see, all along he had his SUV and police following him. Nobody put the light on him. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. He riding around like he Brandon Johnson or something. You know, Brandon Johnson got security and he got a trail car. He got a trail car and a photographer. He got his own photographer. You in the town of Harvey. Have y'all been to Harvey? The only person that's fighting over there is the alderwoman of the 2nd Ward. Good morning, Miss Colby, and to you and your mother. Fighting, one person fighting and the other guy scared. What you scared of? You the legal representative of that jurisdiction where you are in that ward. So you represent that, and they manhandled her, and the men sat there with their legs crossed. You faggots. I said it. I can't say, and why I say it like that, I'm not talking about the person of a persuasion. It's a way of attitude. There's a difference. Those of y'all that know that difference, you know that difference. And if you got mad because I said that, I said it. Because it doesn't make sense. It's a coward it's 3 men on one little woman pushing her and shoving her and doing all these things with their guns and they vests on. Take them guns and them vests off and them badges, them old 10 badges that you got. The mayor, he's so scared. That's why you need security, sir, because you scary. You don't like Harvey. You just taking the money that they got. You better take a page from Tiffany and get yourself together. They coming for you, brother. If they ain't already got you on the radar, they need to disbar you, take your law license and everything. How dare you do things like that? And why do y'all sit back and let these people do this? Donald Trump is the worst thing in the world. Donald Trump is the worst person I've ever seen in my life. Ain't none of y'all hollering or sending letters to him. Tell him that Mar-a-Lago is structurally unsound. Go over there and tell him that he ain't right. Go tell Donald Trump he charged too much for his $150, $200 steaks. If you go to eat at his place, ain't nobody saying nothing about that. But then black people trying to establish and get their businesses together and doing what they do, we got something to say. We won't even patronize each other. We'll go to the other folks before we even go to our own people. Because you've been stereotyped. You've been stereotyped. Yeah, it's raggedy. You know why it's right? White flight. Y'all left the buildings, you left the factories, you took everything because you don't want to live around us like we something. Y'all were the heathens in the caves. Y'all was the hunchbacks and the hairy, funky folks up in the caves, and we had to come and rescue y'all and teach you how to bathe and everything. And now you're the elegant folk. We're elegant and we're above them and we're nothing else. Everybody is going to have to bow to the true and the living God. There's a God. I want to say that this is the Mac Man Morning Show. I did my fussing for this morning because I'm about sick of people and their foolishness. We're going to promote and we're going to encourage and we're going to do everything that I can with my little few folks I got over here, as you might be saying, he ain't got this and he ain't got. Well, you want people to come just because they want to hear a lie? I'm not lying to the folks. I'm not sincere. I'm not putting no pictures out there, no shocking to get you. You can get people to come if you put a hashtag this and you do this and that. This is a news and information program. This is a community oriented for all of the listeners to participate and hear common sense. And I hope common sense ain't gone out the door. This is the Mac Man Morning Show. We'll be right back.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, You know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
I wanted to say that there's a corrected flyer that I have, and I think for Miss Henderson's Mother's Day luncheon, and I think I put it up there, didn't I? Let me wait a minute. Hold on a second, folks. We're gonna do this. See, you got to treat the folks. You got to treat folks right, and I don't want to put out no false information. Let me look at this. Yeah, that's what I have. That's it, Sister to Sister. Don't forget, on May the 8th, Sister to Sister is going to be sponsoring that Mother's Day luncheon for the ladies. We'll be right back, folks, after these important messages.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish. Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection, and I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
Our families are precious. We work hard each and every day to make sure that they're safe and secure and have a future. Jones McDonald Insurance Agency, a full-service insurance agency, is here to help you with all of your needs, whether it be life, health, auto, home, or specialty insurance. Call Farmers Insurance Agent Latoya McDonald at 708-722-1538, 708-722-1538.
And we're back on the McMahon Morning Show. We want to thank you all for being a part of our of our day. This is right now it's 33 minutes after the hour of 9. If you got to be at work or what have you, you might be late. If you had to be there at 9 o'clock, it's Friday. Y'all say it's Friday. I think I can take me a break. Or I can do such and so and such and so. I want to thank all of our sponsors and all of those that are that support the McMahon Morning Show. I'm going to do something a little bit different because, you know, I'm not into fighting and clawing and lying and things about telling people to come over here. I'm not a monetized broadcast as of yet. Our sponsors, they do their due diligence, but we need your assistance. Now, for those of you that enjoy the MacMan Morning Show. If you're not ashamed to do, if you or you just listening to try to think you're going to trip me up, or if it's something that's because if you're listening for that purpose, you can might as well turn off your device over here, go over there to somebody that's talking some other stuff because I don't have time for it. If you support what we're doing and we're moving forward, we're doing the things that we do, and we bring inspiration and information. We need a little help today. So if you help the MacMan Morning Show, there's some things going on, and then there's, we're trying to get uh, we're trying something new, getting a new look, and trying to get everything, kind of situated. Uh, but I'm grateful for this 1 year, and I'm grateful for being here with you each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're right here on the MacMan Morning Show. Good morning to WKRA 92.7 on our FM dial. Want to thank everybody in Holly Springs for your support, your continual support, even though sometimes I know that our program is delayed or we might not get a chance to come on, but we still have a license agreement with with WKRA, and I'm grateful for the relationship that we have forged over this past year. I'm grateful for everything that we are doing, and you yet to see what we're attempting to do here. I got a little surprise. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to lay a little bit of it out later on today, but there will be a big change on our show coming real soon. I've been encouraged to, Brother Lee, we were talking a little bit, and we were encouraged by some of the things that we're getting ready to do here. I'm grateful for everything, but I'm going to stick to my guns and let you all know that we have to, if you don't stand with each other, you will fall. We'll all fall. And I don't have time to be falling, none of us, but I know who's able to keep us from falling. I leave that right there for somebody else to pick up on if you have not, if you don't understand what we're talking about. I'll tell you a little bit. Listen, let me say this. And I don't know if you've seen or heard what's actually been going on. And I know I get a little flack because I talk about what this person is doing to our country. The United States of America, we're declining in our popularity. We're declining in who we are because of the leadership that they say that we have right now in Washington. It's a sad indictment where we have a man that's supposed to be the leader of the free world and he doesn't know how to talk, or he's making fun of people with disabilities. And I got people in my family that got disabilities. You probably know somebody. We might see somebody every day. Why are we making fun of people that have physical disabilities? And even there's some people that on their own, I don't have to participate in anything that people do or their lifestyles, but that doesn't give me a right to dog a person or to just talk and just downgrade a person because that's who they are. I can't change it. Let me explain something to people. Change comes from the heart. It don't come from the mouth. You can talk all that garbage that you want to talk. You can say anything that you want to say, but then the love of God, you got to show the love in your heart. Why don't we show any love? A lot of people ain't gonna show none no way. There's some people that don't believe, ain't gonna do nothing, and I'm not trying to get you to think or to believe like I believe. But you know something? It will show. Walk out your door. Those of y'all that look like me, now y'all been to the hood and you've been to the neighborhood. Go to your old neighborhood and see. And what has changed? We left them abandoned. We left the buildings. We left the stores. We did black flight. We left the people that weren't able to come out of the community. We left them and hid for the suburb. Not saying that you're not supposed to have somewhere decent or anything. People, I found out that we are conditioned to be in the situation that we are. I mean, people have really been conditioned to feel that they're 2/3 of a man or a woman. They feel because their skin is dark that they're somewhat of a lower class or something because their their face and their skin is not light like some people. That doesn't mean God made you. You made it in His image and His likeness. Whatever He made them too. We all in here together. They may not want to be together, but let me tell you something. There's no separate heaven. There's no segregated heaven. There's no black Jesus. There's no not black Jesus, but there's no superior color. Why would God make us and to make us out of to be your slave? Why would He make us and make us to be subservient to you and not to be free? See, it was designed that we all supposed to live together, but we can't even live together here because we so busy holding each other down. We get enough from the Caucasians, but it's a sad thing when you get to a point where you putting your own folks down. And I'm emphasizing this because it is an epidemic. It is a sickness. It is a sickness that we have that we can't do nothing else but to dog each other. When are we going to stop? On this Friday, y'all, we celebrated several Fridays, 52. When the new year came in, we had another 52 lineup. And why aren't we doing, good morning, D. Harris Interiors, good morning to you. Why are we still dealing with the same situations that we're dealing with? I'm not going to keep beating the same horse on the back. I'm just going to just say this. What you say about another person, it'll fall back on you. The stuff that comes out of your mouth is going to come back to you. The way you treat people, karma is something. It's going to hurt you. Everybody got to, from health to finances. You don't know what a person is going through. Why don't you ask them, what's wrong? Are you okay? How you feeling? People can see you every day, and some could be wrong. You're trying to keep your spirits up. You don't want to get scared. Some of us, including me, scared to go to the doctor, scared to do this, scared to do that, because it's not just being scared or anything like that. We're getting older, and you can't jump that fence like you jumped it when you was 25 or whatever the case may be. We can't do a lot of things because and I've been getting older and don't mean that you decrepit or something and you can't make it or something like that. We're not going to be young always. You're not going to be looking and shaking and twerking and doing it because you're going to twerk one time and that back going to go out and your neck going to go out. You're going to go out sliding here and sliding there. And you ain't going to be able to do. There's some mornings I got to take my time and ease up. Before I usually could jump right, jump up, jump on the fire trucks, jump up. I'm being bigger and body. Not that I'm tired or anything like that. I just body changes. There are things that happen. So stop knocking people because they're changing. And if you're really concerned about somebody, I'm going to say this. If you're really concerned about somebody and you concerned, watch what you say to people. I know y'all don't care because y'all feel that you can say anything and everything to people, but be careful how you handle people because people ain't going for it. Some people are not going for it. Like me, I ain't going for it. Watch how you talk to people. Stop looking down on somebody. Stop judging folks. It's going to be a time for judging. It's a time for everything. Trust me, the roll going to be called. And I don't have to be subjected to anybody that sit there and try to, you this, you that. Well, who are you? Who you think you are? I just want to put that out there. Don't do fussing for now. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising to all of you. What are your weekend plans? What are you all going to do this weekend? There are a lot of things that are going on down in Clarksdale. They got a blues lineup on down in Clarksdale. I like to say hey to Little Red or Big Red's Blues Lounge. They're going to be open, and people are just coming out. It's summer festival time. A lot of graduations and a lot of graduations. And a lot of celebrations are going on. People going on proms, looking nice, and in them nice cars. And I'm not jealous of that. I said, but boy, the thing, just like the toys, these kids got cars, park them in the driveway. I didn't have it. We had to build a go-kart. Go get an old buggy and get the wheels, and we had us a go-kart. These kids literally got Mercedes Benzes, and y'all putting chains and stuff and glasses on these babies. Now, oh, they flex and they flex. Y'all be careful how y'all doing that too, because you give that impression to that child that's what they supposed to have, and then when they don't get it the way that you giving it to them, they go out and do other things. I'm talking about our community. I ain't talking about nobody else's community. Be very careful how you. I mean, y'all dressing them up in costumes. Babies got weave in their hair. Why y'all messing them babies' hair up like that? Yeah, I said it. The hair store is full of them, especially on Easter. Mother's Day, y'all gonna put weave in the baby hair. Oh, put some makeup. Don't put that makeup on them babies' face. You put lipstick and rouge and all that stuff on them and destroy you. Some folk can't even they can't even, they need the makeup because they've been wearing it so long. If they take it off, you look and you about run somewhere. I'm not talking about general agent. I'm talking about these babies out here. Y'all dressing them up, taking them to photo shoots and all this other stuff, spending all that money. Put it in a college fund. You sure gonna need it. Or do you want your children to advance in something? Leave it for an inheritance or something. Let them get their own stuff like that. We got wigs on the baby. I've seen somebody put a wig on a baby girl in second grade. They would. I promise you. I wish I could find this picture. They got this baby with this wig on. Baby got hair, but you put this wig on. And this makeup, and they say, okay, she can go and take her class picture where she look old as the teacher. I'm through with that part. I know y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't like it. It doesn't matter. We got to use more than just our brains just for thinking of the lottery numbers. We're going to have to use our minds and our hearts, and then we're going to but people don't want you telling them anything. People don't want you telling them anything. They don't want you to advise and tell them how to live their life. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm just trying to tell you how you can get along with me. I ain't going for it no more. Period. And it don't bother. I don't even acknowledge when people do certain things. I don't acknowledge it. I just look at them like they're strange. I've grown to a point where it don't excite me to be in your crowd. I don't have to go here, there, and there to be a part of anything or to be successful or whatever the case may be. I don't have to go to a certain place to have status. Oh, I go here and I go there and I shop here and I shop there. There's some people say, I ain't drinking tap water no more. My body don't want it. I got to have food, what do they call it, fuchsia or whatever, the F word, the F water with the blue with the little orchid on it. That's what they drinking now. We come straight from Cabrini Green weather and everything, but we now we think we all that. And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to change, but don't forget where you come from. You ain't got to stay where you come from, but then remind yourself that there's still people that are not where you are. And because they're not where you are, and because they may not have attained or done the things that you do, doesn't give you a right to put anybody down or to judge them. Mm-hmm. I don't know where they get that from, just to make themselves look better. The news today is I like to bring a story out that I was privileged to get somebody sent this to me, and we're gonna look at what developments are going on today. I saw this, and somebody sent this to me from The Hill. Like to give them the proper credit from what they're doing. Let me see here. Hold on a second. I just put it in there. Okay, it's up. StreamYard, y'all doing the same thing. It's a delay, but that's okay. I got something for you. Stephen Miller, who is the president's main aide, y'all know that Christmas is coming. I got to tell y'all this. Y'all know that Christmas is coming, right? And that the man done put the tariffs on y'all. And I might as well say, y'all know y'all shop at Tmu's and all those other places. And I know they ain't give me no money, but I got to make my point. Christmas is coming. Y'all gonna be getting the gifts. I don't know what the new toys are or what the new anything is, but you're going to be paying more for what you shop for. They are already. I went to a convenience store. I just want to pull this up. because these are the idiots that did. They were talking the other day. I got their pictures up. Come on, y'all. There's a delay in StreamYard. I don't know what they're trying to do to my, but I ain't gonna worry about that. And it's spinning and carrying on. Christmas is coming. And y'all know that mostly everything toy-wise comes from China. And because it comes from China, the Orange Man put 135% tariff on these folks. You're going to be paying more for the Barbie doll than what you think. All those toys, all those things that you want to give to your children. And then this is how they say it. They say, Mr. Miller say he claims that Americans will likely be willing, meaning saying y'all gonna be willing to take this medicine that we're giving. We're gonna be willing. Fuji water, yeah, that's what it is. Alto section leader, yeah, that's true. Fuji, that's that type of stuff. Y'all know what happens and what comes with that. All right. And they said that you're going to be willing to pay more for U.S. made dolls, not realizing that your Mattel dolls, your what do they call them? The Barbie dolls, the dolls that they won't make that they won't make for, I don't know what in the world is going on the stream. I'm gonna keep going. They say you're gonna be willing to pay. How you know what I'm gonna be willing to pay? They say that you're going to pay more for your car if you're getting a Hyundai or if you're getting a Honda or something overseas. One, your parts are going to be late. Two, you're going to pay extra for everything. If you need a part for your car and it has to come from overseas, you're going to pay that tariff. He's sitting there. He's sitting there and his buddies are sitting there and they laughing at us and we are paying it. But we won't get out and vote. We won't do the things that we did. Yeah, they up there, they say, oh yeah, y'all gonna be willing to pay. Y'all gonna pay it or else. And we're gonna go right to the store and pay that money for a doll they gonna tear up the very same day. Folks, you better wake up. They talking, they just literally laughing in our faces. The prices of things. Who's it? Oh, I don't know who that is. And for those of y'all know I can't answer the phone. I know who that is. Okay, Lee. Oh, no. All right, Brother Lee is here. Okay, Brother Lee, I want to bring you in on this. I'm glad to have you here, brother. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. All right, StreamYard. Okay. You won't let me in. Thank you. Come on, Brother Lee. Brother Lee is here. We're going to this is our Friday wrap-up show. Yeah, it's Friday, but I wanted to emphasize some things and to let you see what we're doing here. I got rid of it. Come on in, Brother Lee. Say good morning to Grand Rising to all the folks that are here. Y'all say Grand Rising, Brother Lee. Hey, man.
Great day, everyone. New beginnings.
Mm-hmm. Brother Lee, let me ask you this, man. And they got this out. They saying that and they messing with the children now and everybody. Could you, from your vantage point, can you give us what it means, or not what it means, but tell us about tariffs, your knowledge about tariffs and how they're going to affect the consumer from where your standpoint. I'd like to get your point of view from that, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay, now there's always tariffs. You gotta understand this. There's always been tariffs, no matter what. You can go all the way back to 15th century, 16th century. There's always been tariffs, a form of a tariff. Okay, when a boat, it was back in the day. Now they do it with planes and boats and stuff, and even trucks and stuff. Thing is that you will pay another country or a city or port back in the day, let's say 400 years ago. You'll pay them. They will charge you. That country will charge you to bring your boat in and sell goods. They charge you for that. They'll tax you. They'll tax your ship, not your merchandise. But now, 400, 500 years later, maybe longer, nowadays, they will charge you. If you have a ship that's coming in, you got to pay to dock your ship. You got to pay for your merchandise that's on that ship. So they put a tariff on that ship. So now that may change. That used to change day to day, week to week, month to month. Tariffs never stay the same. So now you got like Donald Trump. He says, I'm going to charge a tariff. Other countries knows that, other companies know that they've always been paying a tariff. Now, Donald Trump is letting it be known, we're going to charge you even more to sell your goods here. See, that's what CNN and CNBC don't tell you, that every country has a tariff. Every country. But Donald Trump is telling the world, I'm going to let it be known that when you see our tax, it's going to be higher than it normally was. It usually was. That's what that's about. Don't mistake tariffs for something that Donald Trump has came up with. Every country has a tariff. Every country. It's just that Donald Trump is telling them, I'm going to charge you guys until it hurts. But you have to understand this. Now listen to this. Now, this is a global economy.
Right.
Now, Donald Trump may be hurting the companies in America that sells those goods, but he may have investments in other countries and other companies overseas where it will help them because the prices here will go up and they'll buy something somewhere else. See, he can make money on tariffs. See, okay, let me explain this to you. Other companies, other investors make money when he charges more money for goods sold here, because other companies have goods sold all over the world. Now, if you want to buy something here and you find out the price is higher, you're going to look somewhere else. So that's how Donald Trump is working hand in hand with investors, people who work in the stock market and work in investing. Now, they need Donald Trump to raise those. Some of them make money when he raises the tariffs because that forces consumers to buy their product somewhere else. There you go. So that's the thing you have to understand about how tariffs work, is that some people lose money and some people make money when you lose money. That's how that works. See, Donald Trump is invested in other companies around the world. Now, the consumers here may lose money, but he'll make money. Him and his kids and his friends, they will make money. That's why they're quiet. Listen to this. That's why you don't hear other corporations making any noise about tariffs, because they're going to make money. See, that's why they're quiet. That's why you don't hear your Democrats and Republicans saying anything, because they have investments too. So, see, okay, let me explain something to you. Now, when Donald Trump makes the economy trashy, he makes the Democrats pissed off. He makes the Republicans pissed off, mostly the Democrats. He makes them pissed off. So now it benefits the Democrats, because when he gets out of office, when he runs for office, then everybody's mad at Donald Trump. So it's easier for the Democrats to get in. So they'll tolerate it. They'll let him make as much noise as he can, sound as foolish as he can, and it benefits the Democrats. Now, the thing is that, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Donald Trump does not understand how the government works, so he doesn't make the decisions. He wouldn't know what decisions to make. He's not. See, okay, you got to understand this. He doesn't understand anything about government. So he can't possibly make a decision to put someone in office. He's not putting anybody in office. Somebody is telling him who should go where. What person should be in this office? What person should do this? What somebody is telling him what decisions to make. He doesn't want to be bothered with their day-to-day operations. That's how he ran his businesses. That's how he got bankrupt. He doesn't like to do day-to-day. And so being a president is day-to-day. So you got to hire good people to make good decisions. He's hired idiots to make bad decisions. People that's business people. They don't care about social issues. They don't care about roads. They don't care about medical. They don't care about any of those things. All they care about is making money. So, and Donald Trump, no, the biggest money maker is the United States government. So he'll take money out of our pocket to put it into his pocket. That's how it works. See, people don't understand. He don't care about black or white. He care about green. And if it's in his interest, yes, he's going to do what Caucasians want him to do because it's going to satisfy them so they won't look at what he's really doing. He'll destroy this economy. He'll destroy this country. And white people will vote for him because he says things that they think is going to benefit them. They're not smart enough to see it. They are issue oriented. They vote on one issue. Most people are like that. They'll vote on an issue rather than the whole thing. They don't see the whole picture. They'll vote on one issue. And that's how government works. That's how politicians work. They find an issue that you don't like, and then they'll campaign on it. He found an issue like abortion. That was an issue. He found an issue about Mexicans. That was an issue. But you didn't care about your medical. You didn't care about the roads. You didn't care about the schools. All you cared about was the Mexicans. And you cared about the Mexicans, and you cared about whether black folks is getting jobs that you don't want anyway. We getting jobs, Mexicans get jobs that you don't want anyway. They afraid that somebody else is going to get a job. White folks are afraid of somebody taking my job. That's crazy as hell, but that's one issue. See, we vote on one issue, and they voted against Kamala Harris because she was a woman. They didn't care how qualified she was, so they voted on one issue. Black men voted on one issue. They didn't like the fact that she was a woman. They wouldn't care if Donald Trump put 1 million black folks in jail. All they cared about is Kamala Harris don't get in office.
Have you heard though, brother Lee? Hey, brother Lee, did you hear about what they said? What did they say? They said, Lee, about the vice president. They were throwing shots at her and everything. Come on, Lee, with that. They don't believe they did, but there. Come on.
Well, see, that's the thing. Oh yeah, they was talking about they're gonna minimize his job. They're gonna push him in a position where he's not effective. He's not heard of. He's gonna be practically in a closet somewhere. Yeah, he's gonna take shots. But see, here's the thing. He's a non-issue anymore. He will not be running for president because they don't know how he's going to fall. Donald Trump will try to run again. He'll be like 90 when he's done. But the thing is, okay, we got to understand this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I want you to, hey, Lee, they don't, I heard this. I want you to, if you got some info on it, that he's trying to get the Congress, hold the thought though. I'm going to go to a commercial real quick. Hold that thought, but that he's trying his best to change the Constitution. That's what they're trying to do to get him to run again. Did you hear about that, Lee?
Yes, I did hear about that.
Okay, I want you to hold that thought because I want you to tell it about. I'm gonna play get these commercials out the way, and we'll be right back after these messages. Y'all hold on, brother Lee got some info for us. Hold on, y'all.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Our dear friend Foxy Miss Roxy 2 is here. I ain't mean to put the miss on there, but y'all know who I'm talking about. She's here too. We're going to be right back. Brother Lee going to comment on about that third term thing, and then we're going to talk to Foxy 2 Roxy 3 of
Your
her.
home should tell your story.
Wait a minute. That she's going to get her reflections also on the things that are going on today that in our discussion. We'll be right back. I'm going to play these couple more. I got you.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection. And I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. I'd like to say grand rising, good morning to each and every one of you. We like to reach out and say hello to our radio audience at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial in Holly Springs, Mississippi. We like to say hello to all of you all that are listening to us on your various devices. You may be in your homes, your places of business, or wherever you may be. You took out time to come and say hey with us and sit with us for a while. Drink your coffee, may get a laugh or two. You might get upset and mad and just turn off the radio or turn off your device. That's okay. Y'all turn it back on. The MacMan is going to be here, and we're going to do that we do. We want to thank each and every one of you each and every day that you come by and say hi to us. And it's just nice to be nice. I'm going to say it again for those of you all that are in the back. It's just nice to be nice. I got our chief contributor, chief commentator, Brother Lee is here. Brother Lee Mack is here. And we have Foxy 2 Roxy 3, who has a wonderful show platform on YouTube, along with our wonderful usher, Alice, the Blessed Child of God. They have their own platforms and they're wonderful, and we support each other. So you all go by there. I think it's in the chat, and I'll put it on the screen as we're talking. You all support our contributors and the people that come on. You've seen nothing yet. We're getting prepared to tighten up some things a little bit. I can't reveal much because when you open your mouth and you say some things, some people will hear you. Somebody told me when we put out we got the indictment of the police officers in Dalton and had that breaking news. They broke out and said, "Man, they starting the show just because you put the." That's all right. That's fine. I ain't got no problem with it. It's news. I think that it should be shared. They do what they do, but nobody can do what the McMahon Morning Show can do, and that is to bring you information and inspiration in a way that you can take back with you and you can share, like, and subscribe to our channel. You can do that, and you get all the notifications. And if I put something out, you'll get it. I don't expect you to have your whole day tuned to your device trying to find out if somebody's trying to notify you or something. It'll be there when you get it. And I'm just grateful for all of you being here. Like, say good morning to D. Harris Interiors. We still got some work to do. I was trying to hear from one of our clients. We're trying to improve our commercials, and we need your permission. Somebody did not answer me back, and somebody's bill is due and they ain't paid the bill. Y'all know sometimes people, they don't have it right away, and I ain't forcing the issue. Listen, if you support this show, which I know that you do, and even though some people might be mad because I ain't talking about P. Diddy or nobody like that, if you like the McMahon Morning Show, you can support it. I am very disappointed this morning with StreamYard and YouTube. They had knocked us off the air. That's why you heard me doing some things trying to get us back, that we don't lose our stream signal. But I don't know what they're doing. They knocked everybody out of our viewing ship, and people are coming back now. I'm not worried about that. You can get the replay. A lot of you do get it. Just because you don't see the numbers don't mean that there's no quality there. StreamYard, I found out, and YouTube are doing some things. If they don't like your content, they will knock people off and have you to redo what you do. So we're going to do something about that. They ain't never got to give me a dime. I'm still going to broadcast. I'm not going to water down our broadcast because people, I need the funds. We need to, this is a business. This is what we do. And our business is to make sure that our advertisers get played and that you respond to them. Support our sponsors. You'll never know, especially like I was talking to one of our sponsors, and I was letting them know on the other night. They were saying to me, and I got a little bit of time, just a couple seconds, that I've been with you. The comment was, in a sense, and I'm not going to tell it all, that nobody's beating their door down. Well, folks ain't got the kind of money that they need. Your business is out there. You got products for a person. Everybody can't buy your $1,000 product. They might have to buy your $100 product. So don't get upset with people because they don't have the funds or they don't have the wherewithal right now to just go splurging. We got to be smart and strategic in helping all of our businesses, whether they're big or small. But I do support all Black business. I'm pro-Black. I'm not anti-white. I'd like to just say that. Good morning, Grand Rising to all of you guys. Foxy is here and Brother Lee is here. Brother Lee, go ahead. I heard this now, that the man is trying his best to try to turn the Constitution around, y'all, and get him another term. Talk about it, Lee. You got the info. Come on, give it to us. What did you hear about this?
Well, yeah, he's trying to get the Congress and the Senate to make a resolution and change the law to get him another term, or maybe lift the restrictions on a term. I'm going to tell you how this happened to come to be. I'll go back to Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He served during the Depression and during the World War II. Now, he got elected 3 terms. He died in his 3rd term. He passed away in his 3rd term. So they didn't like that. The opposition didn't like it, that he could serve 3 terms. He probably would have served 4 if he wanted. And so they made a law. See, that wasn't always in place. They made that law back in the 40s. I think it was the 40s, where they wanted to restrict that. Now Donald Trump wants to bring that back because he thinks he's got a better than fair chance of making a 3rd term. So Now, whether he does it or not, that's not the point. The point is that should he have a third term? We don't. We all, most of us will agree that no, he should not be in there for 3 terms because that would make him a dictator. In this respect, I mean, having that amount of time in office is crazy because he can gather together like Hitler. Hitler back in the 30s, in the 20s, Hitler gathered up enough opposition, enough people in his camp to run as a dictator. He got elected, and then he just grabbed power. And next thing you know, he's running forever. So that's the thing. Mussolini the same way. You got dictators calling themselves presidents. You can look this up. They've been in office forever and passing it down to their kids. See, that's the thing. You got to make a law. They got to get the Congress and the Senate to approve this nonsense. Like I said before, I agree with Donald Trump about this. Yeah, the Constitution should be changed, but not in the way he thinks so, because we should be able to participate in that Constitution and rewrite some of those laws. And laws that Donald Trump is talking about is insane. So that's what I'm saying. We didn't get a chance to participate in that Constitution. I think the people that are not represented in that Constitution should be allowed to. We should be allowed to rewrite some of those laws in that Constitution because it was written by old white Caucasians, all Caucasians that own property. That's what the Constitution was written for. It wasn't written for women.
Property and slaves.
Yeah, you had to own property in order to be a voter in the United States. You had to own property. You couldn't be a woman and vote. You couldn't be a minority that they didn't approve of and vote. Now, they didn't like some minorities themselves. They called themselves minorities. You got to understand, they didn't call themselves white folks. It was the poor and then it was the rich. That was it. There was no such thing as, minorities. They called each other names. The Irish, the white Caucasian Irish didn't like the Italian Irish. The English didn't like the Polish. Man, they hated each other until they got together and said, we making a mistake here. Let's hate the other ones. Let's hate the brown people. Let's hate the black folks. Let's hate them. And that's where it started. There was no such thing as black and white. There was poor and rich. And when we looked at it like that, we didn't see color when we were helping Europe get on their feet. We came through that country, that world, that white Caucasian place, and we taught them how to read, how to take baths, how to do all those things until it flipped the other way. But the thing is Donald Trump wants to be a dictator. And he needs the power of the Congress. He needs the power of the Senate to do so.
Well, Foxy, what do you think about this, Lee? And I got another piece of this question that I want to ask. Have you heard of this? And I'm pretty sure that you have. What are your thoughts on that third term? Do you think you want to get an orange man a third time? Ms. Foxy.
Excuse my language. Hell to the no, no, no.
Okay, go ahead.
Grand Rising, Brother Lee.
Grand Rising to you.
Grand Rising, my sister. Grand Rising.
I agree with you, Brother Lee. A lot of this with this tariff is supposedly, like you said, the tariff been going on for a while now. Way back with, as I posted in the notes, since Washington. Tariff's been out here since then, back in the 1700s. The thing is, he's trying to be a king. He's already posted on one of the magazines. Well, they took it down, but they had posted on there. He had did a picture and put a crown on top of his head. He wants to be in charge. He wants to be the United States be his. all his, where he could dictate and run it the way he want to. But the problem is he don't have enough sense to know how to run or govern or big body of people. He's trying to do it like a company, but you know, we already see how his companies went. You know, he's not paying people. They'd already tore down one of his hotels. He's trying to make deals here and deals there, and things are not going well for him there. So now he wants to try to do it with the United States. And you know, he can't do it because he's not savvy enough to be like his father was. His father was savvy. I didn't like him because of the prejudice, but the man was business. And he left his son with a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company. He wanted it with the oldest son, but the oldest son wanted to go and deal with aviation. So because of that, Donald had to prove to his father that he could do it. So he did everything he thought his father wanted him to do. Once his father was dictating, telling him what to do, once his father passed away, God bless his soul. Hopefully God did bless his soul. If not, we know where he's going, possibly, allegedly. Then he decides that he know enough from what he learned from his father to try to run a company where we've seen 6 bankruptcies, a hotel demolished. They took away the hotel here in DC. You know, he lost quite a few hotels. So now he's trying to get his empire back, as he considered himself. So he's using the United States to try to get his empire. So he's trying to make himself a king, a royalty, a dictator. He wants to be in power so bad, but because he was always looked as nothing. He was always looked second best towards his brother. So now he still has that mentality that I still got to prove myself. I got to prove myself. But he's doing it so carelessly that he's destroying his own self, not realizing he's not making money. Even though, Brother Lee, you say he's making money, he is making some, but he's still not going to get that billionaire status because he's not savvy enough to know how to manage money or how to do his money where it will benefit him. Now that then he don't have the people that has the sense that God's given them to know how to help him make that money. They're losing money too. They're losing money, you know, just like Elon, billionaire. Now he's a millionaire. He ain't even a billionaire no more. He's a millionaire because he.
Oh, they took his money. They got his money.
Oh, Elon lost a lot of money. The stocks went down. That's why Elon left. Elon left the government.
He's gone. Wait a minute, y'all. I didn't hear that part. Well, you got breaking news to me. Maybe to me. Help me out, y'all.
Around him every day. Elon has already said he had to go back and get his business back up. He lost billions of dollars with all this tariffs. He begged Trump to stop, and he kept going to the point that he lost billions of dollars. Billions, not millions, billions of dollars, to a point that he's on the verge of being a millionaire now. He's no longer want to be a billionaire because of the tariffs. So he wasn't making any money. He thought he was going to make money. He and Trump had came together to make money, but he ended up losing money. So he had to leave the government to go back to take care of his business because he was losing his investors. He was losing his contracts in the world. Because of Trump attacking them about the tariff, they don't want to have no business, want to do any business with the United States. That means they're not going to do business with him. So he's losing money now because of him being partners with Trump. There's a lot of downfalls with this tariff thing that Trump didn't realize that was going to fall back on him. He's trying to make money, but he's doing it the wrong way, and he got idiots working up under him that's not guiding him. See, the first term when he did the tariff, he had people that knew what to do to keep it from getting out of hand. Now he don't have the same people with the right mind to direct him, and things are falling apart. That's the reason why, Brother Lee, you're right. He was trying to make money, but now he's losing money. And he's losing money for his investors, people that has his back. They're losing money too. That's why he keep going up and down with the stocks, because they're like, wait a minute, calm down. We losing money. Okay, let me get it back up. Okay, let people buy some money. Okay, wait a minute. We're doing this, but it's still not getting us where we need to be. Even though some people made money off of it, of them dropping the stocks and then going back up, playing that game. But there are some people that's billionaires and millionaires that was losing money, businesses. And then now those corporations are crying too, because you messing up our trade. You isolating us from everybody. You're isolating us from everybody. So those people, even though we had tariff plans, they're fighting back to a point that we're losing money.
Well, brother, I want to ask you this, Brother Lee, if I can get this from you. These basically the tariffs is an extra tax, or it's a tax. It's another form of taxation, but it has gone up because he has increased it. Give us, as Foxy was saying, I've just been looking for well, I'll put this in here. I look at the prices of things. I was in a convenience store, Brother Lee, and a bag of chips that usually they're already high when you go to a convenience store, you're going to pay extra. But I was horrified. There was a bag of chips, not even a super bag or big bag. It was one of these little bitty bags that you see in the gas stations, convenience stores. And yes, the day before it was $2.69 for at that bag of chips. I came back the following week, which was this week, and believe it or not, I got to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture of it. $5.99 for that same bag of chips. Help me, Lee. Is this what you're talking about? The effects of what this orange man is doing?
Okay, let me explain. Okay, companies never suffer when prices go up. They hardly ever, and I'm gonna tell you why. They pass the cost to the consumer. If it costs them $2 to buy $2 more for eggs, they're not gonna keep that cost. They're gonna pass it to the consumer. See, those companies don't take a hit. You do. The consumer takes the hit. And I would say this to my sister. How much you think to buy the office of the president costs? How much you think a corporation would pay Donald Trump for that office? Billions of dollars. And they have paid him billions of dollars. How much you think Elon Musk paid him to be his friend? Billions. That office is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. See, and I'm gonna tell you how. Do you know the government paid 500, 200, 300 billion dollars for a battleship? They pay money for that, for those military armaments that they have manufactured. So if you could buy a president of the United States, how much you think a government would pay to have that office? Another government would pay Donald Trump 200 billion, 500 billion, $1 trillion. That presidency is worth over trillions of dollars. I'm gonna tell you, that office is worth trillions of dollars. So for them to get that office to pay Donald Trump, that's a drop in a bucket for Elon Musk. He could give Donald Trump $100 billion. It's worth every penny, because this government prints money, makes decisions that cost trillions of dollars, gives governments. I mean, we give governments money for assistance. So to buy that office, to buy Donald Trump for $2 billion, $5 billion, $50 billion, that's nothing compared to the power of that office. So that office has been sold to corporations. Donald Trump is not running it. The corporations are running that office. They gave him maybe $50 billion and a get out of jail free card. So when you say Elon Musk is a millionaire, no way. He's a billionaire. This man owns a auto manufacturing company. And in order to own a company like that and run it, you got to be a billionaire. You got to have billions of dollars at your disposal. You cannot keep a company like that running being a millionaire. That's a multi-international company. They sell cars all over the world. So, and Donald Trump does exactly what Elon Musk tells him to do. Now, he might be stepping down, but he's still running that office from his corporate office. He's still running that office. He don't have to be in the White House to run that office. And that's what's going on. I'm going to tell you something. That office, companies would love to give Donald Trump $100 billion so they can tell him what to do. And that's exactly what's being done.
Well, he's lost $290 billion as of April the 8th, and his net worth was $400 billion.
And he'll make it up.
He's going to try to, but the thing is,
wow, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's just, you got to understand, it's just money. We print money. See, you don't understand. We don't understand
the dollar bill ain't as valuable as it used to be because right now, the dollar bill is not worth anything in a lot of the foreign countries right now. I've looked at it, and they are now not accepting any dollar bills from us. So that's hurting us too.
What? They're not accepting wait. I wanted to ask this real quick. Hold on, y'all. You mean to tell me, and I believe your information is accurate or what have you. I hadn't heard this. Some countries are not accepting our money?
Nope. Because of what he's doing. Because of him isolating us from us, it causing us to be a third world country. They are not accepting our dollar bills. Our dollar bills is not valued like it used to be anymore in these countries. That's a lot of things he's hurting us with. We looking at the economy here in the United States, but it affects us here in the United States, not as far as, just consumers also, but he's also affected the dollar bill value. The dollar bill, where we used to go over there and they used to be glad to have our money because it gives them more money because of the different price range, value. Now, the dollar bill is not valued as much anymore because of what he's doing. Because they're not making money, they're losing money, and they're not going to keep doing that with him. So they're backing off doing trades with him because they're losing money. They said, okay, we're losing money. Let's go ahead and readjust and start trying to get ourselves into a situation where we won't lose any more. So now he's making us a third world country and not realizing, okay, he wants to isolate the United States to be powerful, but you demolishing us to a point that we know China is making deals with countries that used to be our allies. People are not looking at the point. China is getting ready to be bigger than us. We used to be the top country of the world. Now China is moving up because they're making deals with Canada, Mexico, different countries in Africa, Argentina. They're making all these different countries are coming to him now. Europe is even starting to go over. If everybody listened, last year when he was not in office, he called himself talking to them. China and Russia was talking to one another.
Mm-hmm.
So you isolating us from everybody. Russia, if you notice, they kind of calm down talking about Russia because Russia done got buddy with China. Buddies. Now they getting along. So now we sitting over here by ourselves, and he's sitting back talking about, oh, well, I'm gonna be this and I'm gonna be that. But you don't realize you need those allies that you isolating us from to fight them, to get, to keep us on top. Now now you causing us to be the third world country. And this is not, and that's the problem with this tariff. That's why they kept telling him to calm down with the tariff. Well, all this 100% and 50, 75%. Stop with all of that. Because now you're isolating the United States. I keep telling everybody, with me working in security with the federal government for so many years, the security of our country is not only what's going on in our country. We got to worry about the countries that are not part of us, were our enemies, or now
Yeah.
buddying with each other. That means we
Right.
isolate. The people that fought with us when we had, through all the other wars, are no longer
Mhm.
fighting with us because you making them our enemies. So
Well,
now
I
we
wanted
go
to.
ahead
Okay.
by
Go
ourselves.
ahead.
We
Go
only
ahead, bro.
by ourselves with, as I used to say, with our drawers drop down again.
Well, brother Lee, we got to draw us down, brother Lee, and they slip is showing. Everything is going on, and in these last couple of seconds, I give you the last word. Go ahead, brother Lee.
Abroad sometimes. I've been in a few countries, not just the Caribbean countries. I've been in some South American countries. I've been in Mexico. I've been in Mexico a few times. I've been in South America a few times, several times. And I'm gonna tell you something. You ask them, do they want their country, or would they like our dollar bill, or would they like one of theirs? And you know what they tell me over and over again? I'll take one of them dollars. And I'm gonna tell you something. You can go to South America, you can go to Mexico. You can.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be as in demand as it was before, but you ask them, would you rather now? Except for now, here's the thing, sister. I agree with the sister on this. Now, the euro compared to the dollar, it's different because people would like to have those euros, but England has broke away from the euro. They're using the
Yeah.
pound.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm gonna tell you something. In most countries, they want that dollar. I'm gonna tell you, I've been there, and I'm gonna tell you. You ask them, they say, "You got a dollar?" I take a dollar. I, in a minute. Now, but it may not be as strong as it was 2 years ago, but it's still a dollar. Now, if this continues and he keep pulling on the dollar like that, doing nonsense, yeah, it will. That means the dollar has crashed, according to what you're saying, my sister. Believe me, if the dollar is a third world country dollar, believe me, you won't have a job or a place to stay. When
Ooh,
it gets to that point, it'll be worse than a depression.
my
Exactly, and
goodness.
that's what,
So
and that's the
so
reason why
so
the
so it's
Congress
not there
tried to
yet.
stop him. They tried to
It's
stop
not.
Yeah.
him.
But yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's not there yet. Because when we become a third world dollar,
Oh
believe
my
me,
goodness.
you'll know about it.
You
It
sure
ain't. It's
will.
not there
Ooh.
yet. It's not there yet.
Mm.
And there's a lot of countries that still would like to have the dollar, but if he continues with this behavior, I can't bank on the Congress or the Senate to stop him because they may have to see. Here's the thing: this is how stocks work. This is how finances work. If you know
Mm-hmm.
about whether the dollar is going to lose money, and if you know that ahead of time, you can make money when we lose money.
Yeah.
Investors make money even when they lose money.
That's what
So,
I was talking about the last
so,
time with the stock market,
so,
brother Lee.
so
Wait. I was saying, that it's a gamble. It's like it's a gamble. The brokers make the money. Those win or lose, they break the money. They make the money. Am I right or wrong, Lee? Am I in the right place,
you're all
y'all?
right. They make money whether they win or lose. They make more
Exactly.
money when they win. But the thing is that I'm gonna give you an example. 9/11. When 9/11 happened, people say stock market crashed, right? But you know what? There's some corporations that actually made money
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they knew about 9/11, so they made money.
Oh,
You
nine
know,
11 was they was very aware
it
of
was
9/11.
it's some companies knew about it and they made money. So you can
Mm.
make money when the stock market crashed if you know about it ahead of time. The stock market is not a gamble like you think it is. It's not like going to the racetrack. Some people got inside information and some people
Well,
don't.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
You know, some people know when that horse is going to win, what horse is going to win, and why. But most people don't know. And
Exactly.
that's the thing. You know, that's why you got inside trade. You got some companies talking to other companies about another company's going to go out of business or somebody going to buy that company. That's inside information. That's inside trading. So they go and take their money out and invest it in here. And then when it happens the next day, they rich. They're not rich. They richer than what they were before.
Martin Taylor Green did that.
They're making a ton of a lot of money. See, and that's the thing. We don't understand the stock market as much as we should, because we say, how did they make money when this lost money? Well, they see when the stock market go down, some corporations make money. Some corporations lose money. So people looking at the stock market saying the job, listen, jobs and stock market don't have nothing to do with each other. Companies will make money and still lay off 1,000 people. So some companies will make the stock go up. When they lay off 2,000 people, the stock go up. You know, so that's the thing. People stop looking at the stock market and saying that's gonna equal what jobs is out there. They don't have nothing to do with each other. And stop watching the stock market and looking at your job. That had nothing to do with it. And people gotta understand what they're doing. I know brothers that invest in the stock market. They will tell you stock market and jobs don't have nothing to do with each other. A company will liquidate a company, and the stock will go up. They'll lay off 5,000 people, and the stock go up because the investors will make money. When you see companies merge together, that stock go up. And you know what? When they merge together, they get rid of a lot of people, because the same people that they merged with, they don't need those people anymore because they got people on that side anyway. So then they lay off 10,000 people. But that stock market, that stock go up. That stock is worth more when they merge. When companies merge, that stock goes up.
Yes, it does.
So and they can lay off 10,000 people when that company merged. And people say people losing their job. How does stock go up? Because it don't equate with jobs. It don't go together with jobs. So people need to stop looking at jobs and stock market and saying they go together. They don't hold hands. That's what I have to say.
All right. Listen, we're okay. Say, come on, Foxy. I know you have burning desire. I know you say something. Come on. I got you here.
What I want to say is he is absolutely right with the stocks and the jobs. And like he said, 9/11, they knew about it ahead of time. That's all I can say about that subject.
Okay. I hear you.
But otherwise, what's going on right now, like Brother Lee said, if he keeps doing what he's doing and still listening to these dum-dums, my biggest problem, my biggest concern, I'm not going to say word because I'm not worried about anything, but my biggest concern is us not having the protection of our country that we need. We're so busy fighting among ourselves here in the United States, we're not looking at the broader picture. Right now, we have no protection. We done got rid of all the generals, a big majority of the generals that was in charge of the security of our country. You put in a man that is a news reporter that has no idea of what to do with foreign countries as far as being in regards to security. And my problem is he don't know how to go there and negotiate with the people the way they need to negotiate to keep us safe. So with that in mind, right now, number two, you said Elon Musk is doing it at home. But the problem is we don't know what he did in the government here while he was here, because he never said anything. Trump never asked him what was he doing. He just let him do. We as people don't know what he actually did in those secure places. There is a lot of information that he could put on a flash drive that he could use later on to destroy this country. We don't know what Elon Musk did. You put him in power and let him get into secure areas, very secure areas, and gave him information to secure areas that he don't need to know about. And the problem is you put him in a position to get this information that can harm the United States as far as security also. We don't know how much of this information he's done gave to South Africa or Russia, because he was able to go in there and do what he wanted to do, and nobody was there to oversee what he did. Him or those young men. We already got one young man that already leaked out information from a corporation and they got rid of him. What make you think he ain't going to leak out information in regards to the federal government to make some money? So that's the problem we have.
That's
We
it.
got to think about that. We thinking about what's going on with us as far as jobs and everything. I got that. Don't get me wrong. But we got to look at the broader picture, our security. If we don't have a country, we ain't going to have no job and we ain't going to be here either.
Yeah. Well, I think that everybody, my feeling is, and I know we're running out of time. We went way over, but that's okay. I wanted Foxy. I got, wait a minute. Okay. I wanted to say to both of you, you and to Brother Lee, and the knowledge that you all have, I got a message here. Y'all know I can't say nothing yet. Okay, go on the chat if you want to ask a question. They were asking a question. We're going to get those answered for you. We're running out of time. But then, like I said before, folks, we're here at the McMahon Morning Show, and I'm just grateful that we have such participators that can come on and can give you the point of view, not just their point of view, but then give you a rational point of view. We can look at these situations and things that are going on in this country, and we sit back. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to just make I don't make these statements often. They're not going to allow. I hope he hears me. They're not going to allow the orange man to get away with this. It's too many intricate parts that are shaken. I'm going to leave this with y'all, that he knows and we know that when it's all said and done, when they get tired of him, and they almost at that point right now, we ain't going to have to, he can be put out of office. No, he's not going to get no second term. I doubt that very seriously. But they're trying their best. This playbook already been written, and this is just the play that they're calling right now. They're going all in. It's like a Hail Mary. They're going all in. They're going to throw this ball and say, if we can't get slavery back, if we can't get white supremacy back, if we can't get our rulership back, if we can't get our standing where we're in charge, well, they're not going to do it either. Listen, for all of you all that are listening, and we want to thank you all. I know we went over a little bit. We had to, but I'm grateful that we had this opportunity to come together as we close our show this week. Next week, I got a real good surprise. I'm going to put out a couple of teasers. I'm trying to adjust to do some things, and we're trying to get some of our technical situation together, but we need your help to do so. There's some things that I'm trying to do. One thing that I need to do, and I know that we have our friends and our and the people that love our show and that care about what we're doing and like what we're doing. You can support. You never know where $5 or $10 will go in doing something. So as freely as you give, you'll be okay. I'm not begging for money, but then I'm just simply saying support your programs, support what you like to watch, support what you like to hear. If you do that, that will be more than enough. It's more than enough of us to take care of each other. For Brother Lee, our chief correspondent and our chief contributor and our chief commentator, to our wonderful guest commentator for Foxy 2 Roxy 3, who has a wonderful program that comes on, and she's getting it together. She's trying to give me some information. She did. I just didn't. I didn't fully dissect everything, but we're going to be working on some things as far as our broadcasting and our streaming. Brother Lee, I talked to Tiffany Kamar, and we got an assignment for you. at St. Patrick's. I'm going to holler at you a little bit later on today once I get the final details about it. And Tiffany, come on, hold on, sister. Keep your place open. People are going to come. We support you. We support all of our sponsors and everybody that makes the McMahon Morning Show what it is. Listen, we'll be back here on Monday. And if it's Monday at 9 a.m. anywhere, Central Standard Time, that is, we're here at the McMahon Morning Show. We'll be back on Monday, not tomorrow, Monday, with another great show. Y'all stay tuned. Please support our other content creators and all of our people that are affiliated here. This is James Mack. I'm going to get out of here. It's nice to be nice. Love somebody. Show some love. It's Friday, y'all. Enjoy your weekend and have a safe and wonderful weekend as we move on ahead into May. Have a wonderful day.
It's the best thing.